Mike, I'm so excited about our wedding tomorrow. After a year of waiting, we can finally get married.
Yeah, me too.
Did you finish all the preparations?
Can't you do that for me?
You could help a little, but I'm sorry my surgery delayed everything.
You keep bringing that up. It's getting annoying.
Sorry, it's just been on my mind lately.
Well, keep it to yourself. Tomorrow's about me too. Now we can finally be a real married couple.
What do you mean by real married couple?
I'm just saying the ceremony'll make everything perfect.
Okay, what does perfect mean to you?
I mean, sure, we signed the papers and all.
Isn't that what makes us married, though?
Just having a marriage certificate doesn't make it feel real. Having a wedding ceremony makes us a real married couple.
You think so?
Of course! Once you have a wedding ceremony, you can't just get divorced so easily.
What do you mean?
I mean, everyone will be watching tomorrow. Family and friends.
Are you worried about divorce already?
Don't be stupid. I'm talking about commitment. We're making vows in front of everyone. That way I feel like a ceremony will be more serious than just signing some papers.
The wedding ceremony isn't about preventing divorce.
Think whatever you want. Just remember who's in charge after tomorrow.
Well, you paid for most of the wedding, so I won't complain. I wasn't that invested in having a ceremony anyway.
I put a lot of money into this. Don't forget that.
How could I? You mention it every day.
Watch your tone. I paid for it, so you better do it right.
Everything's good. It will be perfect.
It better be. I've invested too much in this.
You keep saying invested like it's a business deal.
Marriage is a contract. Remember that.
I know. I just can't wait for the move, too.
Yeah, about the move.
Have you packed anything at all?
No, that's woman's work. Finally moving from this tiny apartment to a house? It looks like a nice place. I even asked Misty to help.
Misty? Your coworker?
Yeah, she's good at organizing things.
Why are you asking her instead of helping yourself?
She offered. Problem?
You should have done more yourself. There's so much stuff to move.
You handle it. You're better at these things.
Better at doing everything while you do nothing?
Don't start with me.
The packing is almost done anyway.
Good. You got all the paperwork sorted too?
Why don't you check any of the paperwork yourself?
Because that's what I have you for.
Everything's ready. The moving company is coming the day after tomorrow.
And the house is all set?
Yes, I handled everything just like you asked.
Perfect. Tomorrow's the ceremony, then we start our new life.
Yes, our new life.
Can't wait to see you in your dress tomorrow.
I hope you like it. You picked it.
Had to make sure you looked right.
Right for the photos?
Right for everything. This is my big day too.
Our big day.
Yeah, whatever. Just make sure everything's perfect tomorrow.
And what if it isn't?
Then you'll regret it.
Don't worry. Everything will go exactly as planned.
Good. Now get some sleep. We have a big day tomorrow.
Aren't you coming home tonight?
Working late. Don't wait up.
With Misty?
Mind your own business.
Good night, Mike.
Night. Don't mess anything up.
I won't. Everything will be exactly as it should be.
It better be.
Trust me. Tomorrow will be unforgettable.
Is the new house cleaned yet?
What? We just had the wedding yesterday and I just finished packing everything.
So you've been lazy all day?
I've been packing since 5 a.m.
That's not an excuse. Then what have you been doing all day?
I've been organizing the move. The trucks are coming in an hour.
That's not the priority. Then get cleaning right now. Let the movers handle the rest. You need to clean the new house.
The movers need someone here to direct them.
Figure it out.
That's impossible right now.
Not impossible. Just do it. Mom's coming tomorrow, by the way.
Wait, you want me to clean an entire house today? How am I supposed to be in 2 places at once?
That's your problem to solve.
Your mom's in quite a rush. Why is she coming right after we move in? Oh, is she coming to help?
You're so naive.
What do you mean?
She's moving in too, so obviously she's sending her stuff. You'll be unpacking it all.
What? Moving in? I don't understand.
Don't play dumb.
I genuinely don't understand.
Yeah, we're gonna be living together. That's what's happening. Got it? So make sure the place is ready for her tomorrow.
Hold on, we talked about this. We agreed on no living together with your parents.
That was obviously a lie.
What? What do you mean?
Shut up. Don't talk back to me, slave.
Did you just call me a slave?
Get used to it.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
You can't be serious.
I've been waiting for this moment. Not just some marriage certificate, but a proper wedding ceremony. Now you won't dare mention divorce. Not that you could divorce me anyway, since you don't even have a job.
Is that what you think?
That's what I know.
Actually, I do have a job.
Working from home is basically just a side gig. You've got no money and can't get divorced. You're stuck with me. Finally got myself a slave. I've been holding back until now, but from here on out, don't you dare defy me.
You really believe that, don't you?
It's not about belief, it's reality.
Wow, quite the personality change. How long have you been planning this?
I had to hide my true self because I couldn't risk you running away. So from now on, what I say goes. That stuff about not living with my parents before the wedding, that was a lie. Mom's stuff is already on its way. Just accept it.
And you waited until the ceremony to tell me this?
Of course! Now you're trapped!
I've already sent some stuff to the house, too. And to be clear, I've known your true nature all along. Thanks for leaving all the packing to me. It worked out perfectly.
What are you talking about? Just get your head straight right now. That's an order. A jobless nobody like you has no right to talk back.
An order? Really?
Yes, an order. Get used to it.
And if I refuse?
You won't. You can't. You're trapped now.
You sound very confident about that.
Because I am. Now stop wasting time and get to work.
The moving truck should be there any minute.
Good! Then you can start cleaning as soon as they unload.
You really think everything's going according to your plan?
Of course it is. I've thought of everything.
Have you really?
Stop with the attitude and do as you're told.
Oh, you'll see what kind of work I've been doing.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll find out soon enough. By the way, how's Misty these days?
Mind your own business.
Oh, but she is my business, along with all those hotel receipts.
What are you talking about?
Check your email. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
You're bluffing.
Am I? Maybe you should ask your mother about bluffing. Hey, your mother-in-law is moving in. I'm so excited about the move. Did Mike tell you to message me? I don't need his permission to talk to my slave. Oh, Linda, I'm excited too. Now you won't have to keep making those unnecessary overnight stays to make me take care of you. After all, you'll be able to work me like a slave every day now. Just as it should be. Just like the old days, right? You're finally learning your place. Oh, that's right. I'm really looking forward to it. Like all those times before the wedding? Exactly. Those were good practice sessions. When you made me scrub the floors at 3 a.m. or clean your house for 16 hours straight? Oh, that was nothing. Wait until we live together. Even when I was sick? Oh, sickness is just laziness. That's how it should be. A daughter-in-law belongs to her husband's family, and what we say goes. If I tell you not to sleep, you work through the night. That's just common sense. Just like when I was bleeding. Stop bringing that up. Of course, I'll work hard to become a good housewife like you. You have a lot to learn. What's my first lesson going to be? Oh, you'll find out tomorrow. Much more training needed. Like the bride training you gave me last year? Oh, that was just the beginning. When you locked me in the basement? You needed discipline. That's right, you're still so inexperienced. I'll manage everything about you so you don't get sick like last year. Can't have a slave racking up medical bills. That puts us in the red. Yes, I'll try not to cause any more trouble. Good girl. Will you let me see a doctor this time? Doctors are for the weak. Just like when I was in pain last year? Stop bringing that up. But it's such an important memory. Important how? Oh, you'll see. Remember the hospital bills you refused to pay? Well, that wasn't my responsibility. I wouldn't dream of it. Just remember your place. Oh, I know my place perfectly. Good, because tomorrow starts your real training. What kind of training do you have planned? You'll work until you drop. I look forward to it. Good, I have big plans. So do I, Linda. So do I. What's that supposed to mean? Have you checked your bank account today? What are you talking about? You'll find out soon enough. Don't try to be mysterious. Just be ready when I arrive. Tell me, did you keep those videos? What videos? The ones of my training. Well, that's none of your business. Everything is ready. More ready than you can imagine. Good, I'm bringing all my things. Everything you own? Of course, I'm moving in permanently. Perfect. Bring everything you own. Oh, I will, and you'll organize it all. Just like I organized the evidence? What evidence? Trust me, I'll make sure everything ends up exactly where it belongs. Keep talking like that and you'll regret it. No, Linda, you're the one who's going to have regret. she? That sounds like a you problem.
What about my mother's stuff? The movers are on their way!
Better call them and cancel then.
Cancel to where?
Not my problem anymore.
This isn't over.
Actually, it is. But don't worry. This is just the beginning of what I have planned.
You won't get away with this.
I already have. Check your email. There's more paperwork coming.
Stop sending me this stupid paperwork! You're wasting paper! Don't send any more!
Did you read it carefully?
I'm not reading anything from you!
You should, especially page 6.
I told you I'm not reading it!
It's not a waste, it's necessary. At least for me. Why don't you just sign the divorce papers and pay the settlement? And if you have complaints, talk to my lawyer.
Lawyer? You can't afford a lawyer!
You never asked what I do for work, did you? Actually, I can afford one.
Stop lying!
Check my bank account. Oh, wait, you can't. You never had access.
This is ridiculous! You're the one who suddenly wanted a divorce! If anyone's paying settlement money, it should be you!
Suddenly? How is this sudden?
We just had our wedding ceremony!
And you just revealed your true self.
You trapped me!
Like you tried to trap me? Maybe if I was asking for divorce out of nowhere, but this divorce is because of your cheating and debt, so you're paying. Should I forward the hotel receipts to your work email?
What are you talking about? Debt? Cheating? Stop making things up! You have no proof!
Remember those late nights at the office? Come on, who sells their apartment right after supposedly buying a house? That's not normal. I figured out right away you sold it to pay off debts.
That's not why...
Then why?
You don't know anything! Don't act smart, you slave!
The receipts from the Hotel Crown say otherwise. I'm not acting smart. You're just being dumb. And again, with the slave thing, look who's talking. You looked down on me thinking I couldn't divorce you because I was unemployed, but I make more money working from home than you do.
What?
Want to see my tax returns?
You're lying!
I'm a freelance programmer. Well, more like a tech generalist. I make websites, manage them, fix broken programs. I do all kinds of things, and it pays pretty well.
That's impossible!
Check my LinkedIn. I have 47 5-star reviews.
You made that much? Why didn't you tell me?
Why should I? So you could spend my money too? You left everything to me and never bothered to ask. Face the reality. Your dream slave doesn't exist. What kind of husband doesn't even know his wife's income? Meanwhile, I know all your dirty secrets. You didn't even try to hide your affairs.
Those weren't affairs!
No? What would you call them?
Business meetings!
Business meetings don't leave lipstick on your collar. Lipstick on your shirts, hotel receipts in your wallet, line notifications popping up clear as day. Show some respect. Anyone would divorce you with this much evidence right in front of them.
It's not what you think!
Then what is it? Explain.
The affairs are your fault. I cheated because you wouldn't get pregnant, so it's not my fault, it's yours.
Don't you dare! Because I wouldn't get pregnant? Are you kidding me, you piece of garbage? I can't get pregnant. And why can't I get pregnant? Because of you and your mother.
Stop blaming us!
Who should I blame then?
What are you talking about?
Want to see my medical records? You want to know the truth?
What truth?
I can't get pregnant because of you two. I had to have my uterus removed because you and your mother forced me to work so much that my condition wasn't discovered in time. And you had the nerve to blame me for not getting pregnant? I can never have children because of you two.
That's different!
Different how?
You should have said something!
How dare you say that? I begged you to let me see a doctor.
Well?
Well, what?
You're just weak. A stronger woman would have managed.
Like your mother, the one who tortured me?
That's because you didn't take care of your health properly. Anyway, I'm not at fault, so I won't divorce you or pay any settlement. Too bad for you. If you want a divorce, you pay me, and you better get us a proper house, too.
Keep digging your grave deeper.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll find out when you get the next set of papers.
More threats?
Check your email again. Not threats, promises.
I'm not reading any more of your emails.
The police will make you read them. What have you done, you worthless daughter-in-law? You told us to sell our house because you bought us a new one to live in together, and now we're homeless. What are you going to do about this? This isn't a joke. Like it wasn't a joke when you sold my belongings? Stop playing games. Do about what? You're the ones who decided to sell your house, and maybe you shouldn't have listened to this worthless daughter-in-law so easily. We trusted you. Like I trusted you to take me to the hospital? Well, that was different. We trusted you. You set us up. Just like you set me up for your bride training. Your house was a horrible place for me, so I wanted it gone. You started this whole living together thing on your own. I never once said we should live together. Sure, Mike mentioned it might happen, but I never agreed. I thought Mike was buying a house for us. You manipulated us. Remember when you manipulated me into signing those medical waivers? Oh, that was for your own good. Stop being so self-righteous, you horrible girl. If you lied about buying the house, then let us live at your parents' place. That's only fair. Fair? You want to talk about fair? If we're talking about what's fair, why don't you just make things right first? Make what right? The hospital bills, the therapy costs, the medication? What are you talking about? Remember last winter? Don't pretend you've forgotten, Linda. You did nothing but torment me. The moment we signed the marriage certificate, you locked me up for bride training. When I begged you to let me go to the hospital because my stomach hurt, you said pain goes away if you keep working and forced me to stay overnight. That's why my tumor wasn't found in time. You are twisting things. Should I play the videos you recorded? What? The ones where you're screaming at me to keep working? You said your stomach hurt. I thought it was just constipation or something. The uterus is in the abdomen too. I thought it was digestive issues at first too, but it wasn't. When I finally got to see a gynecologist, the doctor told me I had to choose between having children and staying alive. Well, that's not my fault. Who locked me in the basement when I tried to leave for the hospital? What? So, last year's surgery was... Are you finally understanding? A hysterectomy. My womb is gone. You understand? Your house was a place I wanted erased, so I made you sell it. You can live on the streets for all I care. Now I won't have to stay over and take care of you anymore. From now on, I am spending my time on myself. You ungrateful child. Ungrateful for what? The abuse? For giving you a family. It's still your fault for getting sick. Get us a home. Still blaming me? Like mother, like son, you are both hopeless. Get ready to face the consequences of your actions. You can't do this to us. Already did. Check your mail. What mail? The court summons. Oh, we'll fight this. With what money? What house? What lawyer? I have friends who can help. The friends you told about abusing me? You'll regret this. No, Linda, you're the one who's going to regret everything you've done to me. We're family. Family doesn't torture family. I was trying to make you stronger. By destroying my body? We stopped being family the moment you started treating me like property. You owe us. I owe you nothing but... Here you're still living in the house you sold? You have less than a week before eviction. Why don't you just leave? Mind your own business. The new owners are getting impatient. They can wait. We're not leaving. The new owners won't be as patient as I am. I am burning your paperwork. Did you read page 12 about the criminal charges? Their compensation claims for making me infertile. You wouldn't dare. Check your email. I sent copies to the police, too. Stop making up lies about us causing your infertility. You don't have any proof. It's all made up. Made up. Remember how you used to record my training sessions? Actually, I have proof. I recorded everything you did to me, and I kept all the documentation. And I'm filing a police report, too, so be ready. You can't! I already did. The detective was very interested. Police report? Why now? Perfect timing, isn't it? Because this is the perfect timing. Even if you get arrested, you'd still have assets left if I did this earlier. I wanted to take everything from you, leave you without even a place in society. Though I'll admit gathering evidence and building the case took longer than expected. You planned all of this? Every single detail. Please wait. We don't have any money, and if we get arrested, what are we supposed to do? Oh, now you want to negotiate? Now you're worried about the consequences? We can work something out. Like you worked out my training? Well, the money from selling your house went to Mike's debts, right? What should you do? Figure it out yourself. You said my medical bills would put you in the red. Well, I'm not asking for anything as gentle as putting you in the red. Go bankrupt for all I care. Lose everything, both of you horrible people.
Sarah, please!
Back for more?
Please, Sarah, I'll sign the divorce papers and I'll figure out the settlement somehow. Just please give me something in the division of assets. I already signed the divorce papers. Come on.
Too late for begging.
I'll change.
Like you changed after marriage?
But don't you love me anymore? I love you so much.
Are you serious right now? You loved me, but cheated on me and called me your slave? Are you okay in the head? You don't really think I'd believe such obvious lies now, do you?
People can change.
People can. You won't.
Yeah, just believe me. I'm telling you, I love you. You made me lose everything.
Everything? Oh, don't worry. You haven't lost absolutely everything yet. I sent your personal belongings to a storage unit I rented. All of your
By the way, Lily, whatever happened to you bringing me a grandchild? I'm getting pretty old over here, so I'd like to see my grandchild's face pretty soon. You're going on about that again? You and I have already talked about how we aren't thinking about a kid yet, right? We're moving at our own pace over here, and we don't want to be rushed. So please, just stop bringing things up about babies for the time being. The fact that you're saying things like that must mean you can't even bear a child then, right? Huh? What is that supposed to mean, Jennifer? You've been acting very strangely. You have all this time on your hands being a housewife right now, and yet you still won't get pregnant with my son's child. That's strange. You have to be hiding something from us, right? I'm sure I've said this plenty of times now. I am not a housewife right now. I am working from home, as a matter of fact. I'm sure something like that is incomprehensible to someone of your age, but couldn't you at least try to understand me? Ugh, that lie again. It's always so easy to tell when you're going to pull out that lie on me. You really need to try better at hiding things that you don't want others to know about. Maybe take some classes from a pro on how to lie. What? I'm not lying right now, though. Tell me, what makes you think that I'm lying to you? What you're trying to say to me is that you work remotely from home, right? To be someone who can work from home for a company all the time, you'd have to be pretty dang amazing, right? You can't possibly be that smart of a woman to do something like that, right? You didn't even go to college, making you a pretty dumb woman. Ugh, that's right. I never went to college, automatically making me a really stupid woman. Ha ha ha. No matter what evidence there is that shows otherwise, you're always going to say that about me. Well, that's fine with me then. Oh, are you getting a little upset now? There really is nothing cute about you. You can't make any kids and can't work a proper job. You're so ugly that you can't possibly see yourself being unfit for my son. Yet for some reason you keep trying to be his wife. How about you get on with that divorce already, please? It would save everyone else around you a whole lot of pain and time. I've told you that we both do not want kids yet. How many times must I say that for you to get a hint? By the way, here's something a little more urgent that I need to tell you about. Would you stop coming into our house all the time and taking things from the kitchen? I'm just coming over to make sure that the food you're cooking isn't gross and inedible. If you were to be feeding my son bad cooking, I wouldn't allow you to continue getting away with it. It seems that so far you've been making decent food for him, so that's good. But today that stir-fry you made was a little light on the seasoning, right? That's the amount of seasoning that your son happens to like on his stir-fry. I always make sure to check with what he likes before I cook, so stop worrying about what I'm doing for him. Also, when you came in to check on that stir-fry, you went and ate most of it, leaving barely any for your son to have at dinner. He was pretty upset by that, you know? Well, that's your fault for not making enough of that stir-fry for me to enjoy as well, right? If you're going to make food like that for dinner hours prior, then you need to make enough for everyone. How come you aren't already aware of things like that? Because we never asked for you to come over to our house. The only reason I made that food up around lunch is because I was going to be out late that evening and wasn't going to have time to cook with Brent home. But then you came in before he came home and ate most of the food, which neither of us expected to happen. If you had told me before that you'd be coming and wanting food, then I would have made you something to eat as well. I make decisions like coming over to your house or not on the fly. It's a real pain in my butt to always have to tell you when I plan to be over at your place or not. That's why I just show up when I want to, like yesterday. And what's so wrong about that? I ended up making him some food in your place in the end. The thing is, with you acting like that, you're bothering the both of us. I make a schedule for the week of what I plan to make and buy groceries based on that. You coming in and making food like that with those ingredients ends up ruining my plans. And I have to go back to the store to buy more things. If you're getting all bothered by that, then you must be a really picky woman. I guess you really aren't fit for my son, like I was saying. How about you leave him now? There's no way I can live with my son being married to a woman who's always so upset about the smallest little things. If you want to stay with him, then why not try to deal with things a bit more? The fact that you keep acting so wildly makes it very difficult for Brent and I to focus on our lives. At the very least, let me know that you want to come over before you start coming. Although by that point, there wouldn't really be any reason to telling me now, would there? Being married to Brent also means that you have to deal with me. If you don't like this, then you are more than free to leave him whenever you please. I will not care. Why do you have so much confidence in yourself like that? If you keep things up, you're going to really piss off your son, and then things will not be easy for you anymore. I think it's time you started to realize some things. I am able to do whatever I want to you when I want to. I can make you leave my son at any moment, and until you understand that, I'm going to keep doing things that set you off. I already hate the fact that a useless woman like you is the wife of my Brent, making it almost impossible for him to ever live a happy life. From what it sounds like, you're trying to cause drama in our relationship then. If that's the case, then I've had enough. There's no point in wasting any more of my time with you, so let's call it here. I have some things to tend to now, so I'll be going.
I'm sorry that my mom has been causing more problems for us. But you were at least able to deal with her without there being too many emotions, right? And were you able to make it where you needed to go?
Yeah, I'm fine. And I just arrived and got done checking on a few things. I've been pretty busy here, actually, so I'm sorry for not texting you sooner. How was work today?
I was able to say everything I needed to. And because of that, I'll be able to move on to the next couple of steps. But I have to ask you, are you really okay with all of this? As a man who would like to be like a boy sometimes, I'm a bit upset with how things have had to end up. I would love to do so many more direct things, but that would be immature of me, I'm sure.
What are you talking about? There's nothing about what you're wanting to do that's childish or rash. I know that you're putting in a lot of effort to help me out here, and that's all I care about. Although I hope you're aware that from here on out, you have to do more than just the bare minimum. Make sure you understand all of what I mean by that, all right?
I understand. No need to worry about that. From here on out, I'll make sure to do everything in my power to support you and what you do. And that's why this time, I'm going to give it my all to prove that to you. But, I really am thankful for this, Lily. Actually, for everything.
Don't worry about it. Also, I'd really been wanting for something like this to happen. I want to take care of all the problems you've been having along with my own. And actually, speaking of problems, there was some more things coming out of your mom's mouth today.
What? More? Was she going on about this yesterday as well? I'm sure she said all kind of stupid things this time, right? I'm so sorry about her.
Yeah, she was talking about what happened yesterday, but you don't have to be sorry for it. It was the same old from her, so I wasn't actually that surprised or hurt by any of it. But that was the last straw for me.
Yeah, I know. So far, it doesn't seem my mom has changed her stance on things whatsoever. I think that if we were to do nothing about her, then things would really get out of hand between us.
That's right. So let's make sure we get away from her as soon as possible. And if the small chance of her finding out about our plan does happen, at least we know there's literally nothing she can do to stop it. I think we should just let her keep having fun sifting through the kitchen and fridge while living in her fairy tale world where she thinks everything she's doing is all right.
Yeah, that's right. I really hope this whole plan goes off without any issues.
Don't worry, it will. I'm sure of it. Also, this will mean that for you and I, we'll finally have our dream come true, right? We should be getting excited about all of this.
Ah, that's a good point. But just know that there are a few things that I might want to say to her. I'm no longer her puppet anymore, so... And well, I want her to know that very well.
I can understand wanting that. And you have put in a lot of effort to get to where you are now. Even if most of that effort had to be used moving in a way your mom hoped for.
But thankfully you came along and made sure to tell me that it was okay not to do as she said. I am so thankful that you saved me from her.
You don't have to thank me for that, though. It was pretty obvious what was happening to you wasn't okay. Your mannerisms and such all told me signs that were as clear as day. Luckily, you really did listen to me and went to go see that therapist. Your mom really poisoned your mind.
She sure did. The scary thing is, I wouldn't have never been able to notice anything wrong with me on my own. To think that all those things she was doing to me weren't normal. That's beyond crazy to me, even to this day, Lily. But that did all lead to things like my anxiety being through the roof at times, and me passing out when I became overstressed.
Thank goodness I was there with you when you passed out. If something worse than that had happened to you, I don't know how I could have managed. I might have lived with so much hate for your mom that I would have never been able to free myself from it.
I always thought what she was telling me was right, and never noticed that what she was turning me into was the same monster that she is. I'm sure back then I was a huge pain for you to deal with, right?
Don't worry about that anymore. I'm over it all now, and we're almost to the finish line. And after we've crossed said finish line, you and I will finally be able to make the family we've always been wanting. I've heard all about what's happening. You both went and bought yourselves a brand new house, right? Well. I never thought you guys would do such a thing for me. How wonderful. Huh? You're right about how Brent and I bought a brand new house. But how does that have anything to do with you, Jennifer? Because I'm going to be moving in with the both of you, right? I've always wanted to live in such a large house like that one. So when I heard that my dream would finally be coming true, I knew things would be perfect for me. It would be even more perfect, though, if it was just my son and I living there. Hold on. What are you going on about right now? Did you think that you could hide buying that new house from your mother-in-law or something? Oh, I know all about this kind of stuff because of Brent. I'm going to live in that house with the both of you. It's already been decided, and there's nothing you can do to change it. I know that you hear about this sort of stuff from him, but you're not going to be moving in with the both of us, all right? And since when have any of your opinions ever mattered to me? I'm saying that I'm going to be living there with you both, so that's what will happen. That's what I thought you'd say. Well, if you can make it to the new house, then I guess you can live with us. I'd like to see you try, actually. So, you're letting this happen now? Hearing you actually agree with what's happening is a little bit disturbing, to tell you the truth. Well, it's not like anyone was going to listen to you anyway, so it's only natural that you learn to obey what I say. That's right. I'm glad we've both come to an understanding here, especially myself. Therefore, I'll no longer need to keep resisting you. So please come on over and move in with us. I heard from Brent already about when you're both planning on moving in. I hope you're both looking forward to seeing me again. We do indeed look forward to seeing you. By the way, I forgot to ask where your new house is. Could you please give me the address? I think I'm in the right area right now. I was thinking that by the time I got into this neighborhood, I'd see all kinds of large houses, but that doesn't seem to be the case at all. I think this house I'm in front of now is yours. Is the front door and everything open right now? What are you doing, Jennifer? We aren't going back to that area. Huh? What are you talking about? The house you both bought should be in this neighborhood, right? Who told you that was ever the case? That neighborhood? Are you talking about the neighborhood that Brent and I had been living in before? We didn't buy any house in that area. Huh? Then where the hell is the house you both bought? Tell me your new address right now. No thank you. I'm not in the mood to tell you where we're at. And even if I was, it wouldn't help you any. We're both overseas now, so what would you be able to do? What? What do you mean by that? We bought a new house overseas. Do you have a passport at all, Jennifer? I know you were saying before that you'd never been out of the US, but I thought I should ask. If you don't have a passport, you might need one before even attempting to look for us. Excuse me? So you bought a house outside the US? Why would you do that? You want to know why? Because both Brent and I wanted to get as far away from you as we could. Huh? Are you both trying to run away from me? Well, to be honest, that's right. We're both fed up with having our lives getting all messy because of you. So we thought that the best option was to put some distance between us and you. And that's why we're both overseas now. Are you frickin' kidding me? You know that I can't allow the two of you to do this to me, right? What? So what are you going to be able to do about this then? There is literally nothing you can do to us anymore. You both get a divorce right now. I am not going to let you get away with kidnapping my son from me. I will not allow this. You come back here right now and plead for my forgiveness. You really think that by throwing a fit like a child right now is going to get me to agree with you and come back? I'm sorry, but neither of us are coming back. Brent has had his eyes open to the kind of monster you are and agrees with me that he cannot go back to you. He's not going to do as you say anymore, so you better get used to that. Lily, have you gone and brainwashed my son? How dare you brainwash your own husband like that into hating his mother? You are the worst woman ever. I hope you realize that you're talking about yourself there. What happened to you brainwashing your son into being a younger version of you? Because of you, your son was acting like a complete jackass, and it took a lot of work to get him back to the way a proper adult should act. I hope you understand just how much damage you did to him that won't be reversed easily. What are you going on about? When it comes to kids, they take after everything their parents tell them. You have no idea what you're talking about right now, you useless wife. You have no place to talk when it comes to the way I've raised my son. Then don't be upset by what's happened because of what you'd done. The way you raised him is the exact reason why he wants to run away from you forever now. You understand that, right? You tried to make him the same exact person you are, and as a result of that, he's running away. That's because of you, Lily. You went and brainwashed my son into thinking I was the monster, and that's why he's leaving me. If he were to just keep doing things exactly the way I say to, he'd be happy right now. Give me back my son. I'm sorry, but he is not your toy. He's not your doll. He's not your puppet. So stop asking for me to give him back to you like he is such a thing. Brent has had to grow up living under your oppression, being harmed by everything you said and did to him. When something he did wasn't what you wanted, you'd blame him for it, even though it wasn't even inherently wrong. I sure did yell at him and blame him. Everyone knows that if a child does not do exactly as their parents ask, that they are in the wrong. And that's why when Brent wasn't able to get into the company you told him he had to get into, he started to blame himself for everything and quite literally tore himself apart. Yet even after that day of pain and suffering under his own mental strain, he continued to fight now and found himself work where he'd made quite a bit of money actually. But getting there was not easy for him because of all the trauma he's received from you. The inside of his head is always a war zone. However, we're not going to let that happen anymore, and that's why we made sure to put a lot of distance between you and us. That is not something you should be intervening in, though. That kid should be working at a far better company than the one he ended up in. Yet he started to date you and things began to change with him, and that's why he failed to get into that company. It was all your fault. Believe whatever you'd like to, I guess. Just know that things did not end there for him, though. Once we got married, you only became more toxic and started to come over to our house and go through the fridge. You would complain about the things I made in front of him or to me over the phone, and then would throw things of mine away, eat them, or make your own dishes using the food I had bought. And it's not even like Brent liked the food you cooked for him anyway.
What did you say?
You've never once listened to anything your son has said to you, and that's why this will come as a shock. But Brent hates your cooking. And that's why when I said he liked his stir fry with less seasoning, I meant that. You have been a terrible mother, a toxic mother to the man, and it shows so clearly.
I thought you would be shutting up and listening to me now, yet you keep on yapping. There's no way on God's green earth that my son hates my cooking. You're just saying all of this to try and get me to leave you both alone.
No, actually, I'm not. Brent has said all of this himself. And by the way, another thing. The reason he and I haven't had any kids yet isn't because there's a problem with me. The doctor and therapist have told us that Brent's anxiety and stress has been the cause for our problem.
What? But when it comes to the woman never becoming pregnant, it's always her fault, right?
That way of thinking is about 100 years too old. Both Brent and I went in to see a doctor about this, and from the tests we had done, I was totally fertile and ready for a baby. But in Brent's case, there was a problem. And that problem most likely stems from him being so stressed all the time.
Well, if that's the case, then he's only stressed because you are his wife and he hates you. And that's why I've been telling you to divorce him all this time.
Well, actually, it's because you keep on talking like a prick. Right now, Brent is with me, looking at our conversation. But all he keeps saying under his breath is for you to shut up already.
Brent is with you? I was just trying to call him, but he wouldn't pick up. I've been worried about him this whole time. Oh, Brent, you leave that witch right now and come back to your mother's side.
He's laughing right now. He told me to tell you that from here on out, he's going to live his life instead of yours.
Why would you say something like that, Brent? I've been raising you in such a strict manner for your sake. Yet after all that time spent helping you along, you're going to treat me like this? Oh, you can't be serious.
All that time growing up under your care, Brent knew he couldn't do anything to resist you, and so he had to give in. But even giving in wasn't enough for you, so when he failed you, you made sure he knew that. And that's why he's no longer going to view you as anything more than a monster. If you really want your son to come back to you, then you need to fix the monster you've become first, and then ask him for forgiveness. Although that might not even be possible considering you've been that kind of creature all your life, and to that I just say forget about your son now. You were the one that pushed him away in your toxic ignorance and selfishness, and you will not be pulling him back.
Shut the hell up! I am tired of this BS. Now come back here. I will not allow this.
Understood. Please continue to cry about it then. Because no matter what you say to us, we are never coming back. We're going to start our new life together today, and that means Brent is going to start getting used to being my housewife. If you have a problem with that and want to complain, then come and find this house we bought outside of the U.S. Well, I'm sure you'll have all sorts of complaints, so you're going to find it very hard searching the whole entire globe in whatever life you have remaining. Somehow, after all of that, Jennifer had a change of heart and started to apologize and beg for Brent and I to come back. But her pleads for forgiveness did not faze either of us, and we told her to never ever contact us again. This did not completely stop her though, as we both kind of expected, and so she continued to send text after text and call after call to us both. So in the end, both Brent and I blocked her number and made sure to block her from viewing any of our social media accounts as well. As for myself and Brent, we had a whole new world surrounding the two of us that we needed to start our new life in. I am still working my same old job, of course, as that's how I got a visa to move out here. And now Brent is helping me with said job to make sure I keep with it. He's also gone and started his job of being the housewife, and so far he's been saying he really likes it. There's nothing that can really stress him out in the house, and when it comes to cooking, he's started to learn how to cook a lot more of the local foods in the country, since a lot of them seemed to be really tasty. I've got to say, I'm really happy that the both of us made this move, as it won't only keep that monster away from the both of us, but it will also culture us and slowly help heal my husband. A few weeks later, we did hear some more news about Jennifer and how she's been planning on moving into the new house with us. So she had her old place sold before she moved out. But because there was no house of ours for her to live in anymore, she was left with nothing and had to start from scratch. She tried to squat in her old house for a little while as the new owner was in the middle of getting ready to move in. But when he came inside to find her sleeping on the ground, he called the police and she had to wake up to them putting her into handcuffs. She screamed and cried and all that to not be taken away, but the cops said that they had to because she was illegally trespassing on the owner's property. She was only given a small fine of around $500 after that arrest. And once she was released, she really did have nothing more than a bag of clothing and the money she got by selling the house. However, instead of using any of that money to get herself a new place, she instead put it all into alcohol and gambling, and is starting to go to a completely new level of her life in hell. Honestly, though, both Brent and I, we don't care at all that she's most likely going to be homeless for the rest of her life. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.